Hey, I'm Newlin. I'm going to talk to you about the power nozzle today. It's the part of the rainbow that you're going to use most on your floors. You can use it, looks like a regular vacuum, so of course you can use it on carpet. One of the things that it does better than your traditional vacuum cleaner is where your regular vacuum cleaner is just going to get this top layer of dust and dirt from your carpets. This here is going to get all the layers. It's going to get all the way down to the bottom and shake that dirt up and suck it right into this water filter. So it's not going to be blowing it back out into the air. It's going to be going straight in here. The reason that this works better than your traditional vacuum in that regard is because we have this little wheel down here that is on purpose. They have it slightly off balance, which means it's going to vibrate on the carpet, raise some of that dirt up, kind of like if you had dirt on the surface of a drum kit and you hit it with your drum thing, it was going to jump up a little bit. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to hit the ground a little bit, vibrate, drag that dirt up, and it's going to get deeper than a regular vacuum. It's going to also help keep your carpets soft and fluffy and light. It is certified. It is good for your carpet. It's not going to damage your carpet. A lot of what you have in your carpet, especially down there in the bottom layer, is sand, which is very coarse. That is part of what damages your carpet over time. It's part of why it frays and gets really scruffy looking instead of nice and soft and fluffy. And this is not going to do that. This is going to get all that sand out, and it's going to keep your carpets nice and soft and lightweight, make them last a lot longer. You do not have to use it only on carpets though. It does work just fine on your hardwoods. It's got rubber wheels and the bristles are nylon, so none of that is harmful to your hardwood floors. You also have on the bottom, could have shown you this earlier, but on the bottom here you have these little circular wheels on the outside. I'm going to show you how they turn real quick. You see they're turning towards the inside. And what that does is it drags your dirt away from, for instance, the baseboard where it's really hard to get to. And a lot of times you end up with a darker ring around a room basically. And this is going to help get that dirt up from there as well, because it's going to be brushing it inwards as you go up against the wall, which is not going to hurt your wall because we also have this nice rubber buffer around the bottom to keep from scratching up your paint. We have this little trigger is how you turn it on, but some people don't want to hold the trigger down. This is, however, if you let go of it, if you drop it, it's going to stop, unless you can turn it on here. Hopefully you can hear me, but if you hold it down, then you're vacuuming. If you pull it back towards you, it's going to stay locked on like this, so that you can just hold it and do your thing. If you want to lock it off, say you have kids or something, you push it forward instead, and then if you try to pull the trigger, it won't go anywhere, it stays off. Another safety feature that it has is if you do have it in that locked on position and you happen to turn it off down here, then what's going to happen is when you turn it back on down here, just in case maybe it's a kid or something who comes in there while you're not in the room, it's not going to turn back on straight away. It's going to have a little red flashing light right here. This light down here is going to flash as well, and it's going to wait until you turn it into the center position again. Once the lights turn off, you're welcome to put it back in that locked position. It'll keep going and you're fine. It will also stop if, say, when you were picking things up, you missed a sock. You didn't realize it because it was under a sofa, which, by the way, you can super conveniently reach because this thing goes totally flat, wiggles around a little. It's nice maneuverability, so you can get pretty much anywhere. So say that you go under your sofa and you didn't know that your dog tucked a sock under there or something like that, and it gets caught in here. As soon as it hits that wheel and it catches, it's going to turn off. And it will not turn back on until you remove whatever has obstructed it. And that way you're not going to damage this. It's to keep this running as smoothly as possible. We also have down here on the bottom again, what keeps this rolling here is there's a belt right here. It's the same kind of belt, serpentine belt, I believe, that you have in your car. So you can get replacements from an auto parts store if for some reason it snaps. But you do have right here a replacement already inside. So you'll have to go through 2 belts before you'll ever have to buy another one. but if you do have to buy another one, they're super easy to get. Any auto places store is going to have them. And it's not super easy to break these just because this right here, there's actually a compartment built inside to keep the dirt from getting to your belt, so it's not going to be wearing it down all the time. Let's see. I think that's it actually.